welcome to another episode of the Primer Podcast. My name's William.
And this is Davis, and we are on location today in Orange, California.
Woohoo, Orange.
Hey.
We're here with our good buddy,
Tony Colombini from Blacktop Depot.
Absolutely. So on location at his new shop, consignment shop. We've talked about it a little bit on the podcast, but we're actually here. So you're going to get some background noises, some customers, some cars driving by, but
Happens.
it happens. It is what it is.
It's called business.
So how'd this whole idea, the concept of Blacktop Depot come about?
Wow. It actually happened really quick. It was about 3 months ago. We opened a month ago, opened the doors. But about 3 months ago, my friend Chris Unger from Car Crazy Inc. here in Orange, he's a picker to the nth degree, if you will. He goes to a lot of estate sales, swap meets, that sort of thing, and he's been picking for years, decades even. And him and I have been friends. I went to his store once, and he heard of this space at CW Moss, the Ford Parts building in Orange, that's going to become available for lease. So he said, hey, Tony, you want to do something together there? Like maybe you can run your design studio out of there and man a store, and we have a store with all these signs and, as he says, cool old stuff. And I said, yeah, why not? Let's do it. That sounds like fun. Let's try something different. And within a couple of months, Derek from CW Moss had this place all painted up, cleaned up, and we started moving in with products. And now we're looking for people to consign in the store. And so we got about, I don't know, I'd say 2/3 of it full. We could fit more.
Oh, you can fit a whole lot more in here.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you really stuff it up, but yeah.
Move some of these cases.
Oh,
out.
yeah.
I mean, you can definitely get.
I mean, you could get like, an old engine in here, or some big car parts in here, or, as you said, bikes and motorcycles in here.
Right.
No problem.
Right.
And you got this great location here right next to the Orange Circle.
Yeah.
So there's a
Yeah.
lot of foot traffic, I imagine, around here.
It is, especially during the week, which I was really amazed. I thought, okay, during the weekdays, I'm going to be, working at my desk, doing my design stuff, and the magazine, putting it together. And but it's been busy, so I like to greet everybody that comes in and all that. And there's Chris Unger right there, just walked in. Although they can't see him.
No, they can't
It's a
see it.
podcast. Yeah. Close your eyes and imagine what Chris Unger would look like. There he is.
So, what's the biggest, best thing you've got?
Oh, well, that's a
I
good
guess
one.
These
Yeah,
signs are
there's-
huge, man.
Yeah, some of these signs are huge, and we sell a lot of signs, actually. We've sold probably about 1/3 of what we've sold so far have been signs, because we got vintage toys and collectible cans, oil cans, that sort of thing. Chris found this mother lode of Coke buttons, if you will, and the Coca-Cola button signs. So we have a bunch of those. Sold a couple. We still got several running around here. But I think the most unique kind of different thing we have is a little quarter-scale red Roadster we have in the window.
Yeah, that thing is pretty cool.
Yeah, and we didn't know anything about it when we got it. A week after we opened the doors, Chris says, hey, I got this car in my car. I'm like, okay, a car in my car. So I go out there, and we lug this thing. It weighs a bunch, and it's all steel. And as it's in the store, I'm kind of looking around trying to find some provenance on it. And I found the guy who actually built the car in 1939 in high school. So it's like, okay, it's a quarter scale, looks like a 32 Roadster, different kind of grill on, like a homemade grill and that sort of thing. And it's got an engine, it's got a Model A transmission, and so I open the trunk lid and I see written on the wood frame on the trunk lid, it says Van Horn Antique Auto, Marmarth, North Dakota. So I go online, I find this guy, and he's got a little museum there. I call him up, and he says, yeah, I built that car in high school in 1939, and he goes, I sold it to my cousin decades ago and told him if he'd ever sell it, I'll buy it back, but he gave it up for some back rent, and I've never seen it again. And here it is in California.
Wow. I imagine most of this stuff has some story behind it.
Yeah.
Sort of like, where's that, was it a 5-person bicycle?
That sold. We had that at the
Oh,
very
really?
beginning. Yeah, that sold actually before we opened the doors. That was going to be like our thing. We were going to hang it in the window.
Yeah.
And it sold before we opened the doors. That thing is an 1898 Pacer bike. And 5 guys would race around on a track back in the late 1800s.
Okay,
Bicycle racing was huge.
Oh, bicycle races.
Yeah. So it was a Pacer bike for the actual racer. So these guys, from what I read about it, it's a mile-long track, oval track, and the bicyclist racer would follow behind this group of guys on this one bike, and each sprocket the guy had was a different speed. So when the bike first took off, the guy in the front seat would be pedaling until you didn't have any more meat, when you pedal, and then because it didn't have a shifter at all. Then the next guy he could feel, okay, now I got the meat, and he's pushing it, and then the third, fourth, fifth guy.
So each one was geared differently.
Yes, each one had a bigger sprocket as it went back. In fact, the last guy's sprocket was the size of the arm of the pedal, so he had his pedal connected right to the top where the chain connected of that sprocket on that side.
Kind of
Yeah.
like one of those bone crusher bikes with a big wheel in the front, because literally the crank is. Okay. Oh, it's a little. Okay, I'm confused there, but yeah, I see what you're saying about the sprocket being the actual part of the crank.
Yeah.
I mean,
The sprocket.
without the arm, right? Exactly.
Right, didn't have the arm.
No arm, right?
Yeah, and so this bike it weighed a ton. It was hard to maneuver around. But we were going to hang it in the window, and they get sold before we did. It's on our blog, the Barn Find blog at blacktopdepot.com.
Yeah, that's what
pictures of it.
That was my next thing.
Right.
Let's say you can't make it to Orange, which
Oh, yeah.
a lot of people can't.
Well, why can't they?
Well,
That's so sad.
not everybody can get to California to check out some cool stuff
Oh,
inside
that's
the
right.
shop.
I forget.
But there's got to be a way that, say, somebody from back east wants to get a hold of some of this stuff.
Sure.
So, what was the website?
Well, we have blacktopdepot.com.
Okay. And then on there, you've got featured items,
Yes.
some stuff for sale, maybe.
Yeah, I started a shopping cart page on there, but then I thought, we've got already in our first month, I don't know how many parts around here, but I get so close to over 1,000 pieces in here, so I thought I can't do that. I was going to have like every item in the store online, but I just couldn't do it. Keep up with that.
That's
Right.
a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, but we do have an eBay presence, so we're doing an auction. In fact, tomorrow I'll be picking out 20 pieces. Each week we're going to do a different 20-piece auction on eBay for people that can't come to Orange.
Okay. And so, is it just you doing everything, or who else is involved?
This first month it's just been me.
Okay.
Chris, my buyer, he would bring stuff in and kind of just drop it off. Oh, here's some more stuff for the store, and so then I get to inventory it, put it in. Or we have consigners come in and they consign a cabinet or lease a cabinet and consign items. My son Billy helps out now and then. He's starting to help more and more. But yeah, the first month I was just doing it, thinking I could do it all, and I was like, I don't know why I always think that.
Yeah. But 20 pieces a week on eBay is that's pretty good.
Yeah.
For one guy doing it.
Yeah, I kind of got a little system going now.
Okay, then you got to ship it all and keep track of the
And get the
PayPals
next
and
week's series in order.
get the pictures and the descriptions.
Yeah, Chris has a lady working with him, Mickey, and she is also doing 20 pieces for him and his Car Crazy Inc. And so we're going to work together. Like, I'm going to help her do her 20, and she comes over and helps me do my 20 on eBay.
So you've been busy.
Yes. Yes.
Do you still have time for the magazine?
Yes. Yeah. More. I wish I had more time for the magazine, but yeah, actually, the magazine is going to also shift away from. Like, I haven't been doing many event reviews, publishing events on the magazine. I think I'm going to do more of it's going to turn more to history of this whole auto cycle thing that we're into, and some of these pieces will be highlighted as more of a historical article, not a sales article. Oh, you got to buy this little quarter scale roadsters. It's so cool. But no, it's like, wow, can you imagine a guy in 1939 in high school built this thing out of steel, you know, and that it's still around and works just as well. You know, the doors open and close and click, just better than my 56 Ford, by the way. You know, I had to slam that thing. So it's going to kind of move a little bit of that. Still do featured vehicles, that sort of thing, but I'm going to kind of work them all together.
And then that is also part of the blog?
Yeah. The blog will have kind of introductory stories, and I'll kind of elaborate more in the magazine.
Well, cool. What else has been going on with you? I guess this would just be it.
Yeah. This is what's the big thing now is figuring out my schedule for my life, because I'm here 6 days a week and getting everything else done. You know, like you guys all know just as well, honeydews come up. You know, I got to do this, got to do this. So when do I do that? So I'm become a morning person, but now the store doesn't open till 10, so I got time in the morning to do some of that. So that's what's happening with me. On a personal note, it's just trying to figure out how best to use my time. You know.
And that's hard enough for anybody.
Yeah. I've always found it's a constant struggle, so it's
managing
really
your
not
projects.
Yeah, you know.
How is the Ford?
Oh, loving it. It's like, I always think I'm going to have, every time I get behind it, I don't know if you guys are the same way. Every time I turn the key, I always think, oh, what's going to go wrong, you know? But it's just been running so damn smooth. Knock on wood. You know, yeah, where's some wood here? You know, it's like, but it just does. It's like keeps going. I'm like, yeah, thank you. You know, although it needs front tires like a son of a gun. After that autocross I did in March, I'm noticing, hey, wait, why are my front tires so bald? Well, you know, sliding sideways, you know, the front wheels sliding sideways, you know, on asphalt doesn't do it well. But, yeah.
Because when we took it up to, it was for the Moon Eyes show.
Yeah.
In Mother's Day, the thing ran great.
Yeah. And that was, that was May. Yeah. Yeah, it still runs like that, you know, so just keep having fun with it.
Just keeps sucking down gas, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you know what? Ever since I put that Edelbrock carburetor on it, now this isn't an ad for Edelbrock, 1406 carburetor, get it now, today. No, ever since I put it on it, my gas mileage is so much better. I say I doubled my mileage on that thing.
So you went from 8 to 16?
Huh?
You went from 8 to 16?
Yeah. I mean, that's good, you know? It's like, yeah, I went for it. And you know, when your car's running good, you tend to slam on the pedal a little more than usual. And I'm still getting great mileage, you know?
So. You had a Holley carburetor in there, right?
Yeah.
And was that a double pumper, or was it a single?
Yeah, it was a double pumper, and it was a bear for me to keep it. I wasn't sure if it was the carburetor that was out of tune or if it was the distributor. And I'm not kidding you. I put that carb from Edelbrock on right out of the box, started it up, like, whoa, it idles. My car idles. And it was just right on.
You probably just didn't have the Holley dialed in right, because
that's true.
There's the power valves, there's the jets, the shooters, all stuff that you can tinker with.
Yeah. I have 4 businesses I run. I don't have time for that. I want to enjoy my car. I do find enjoyment tinkering, but what gives me joy tinkering with anything, it's the house or if it's the car or whatever, the store, it's I get a sense of accomplishment. That Holley, I never got a sense of accomplishment. You know? So. Sorry, Liz Miles, I dig you, but man, you know.
I don't know. I'm a fan of the Holley.
Okay, fantastic, good.
But once you have it dialed in, it's.
That's what I hear all the time.
We had an Edelbrock carburetor on that '68 Ranchero.
Yeah, but I didn't know what to do with it. It ran, though.
It ran great after we got rid of that old Motorcraft lump.
Wow.
Yeah.
Motorcraft carb?
Yeah, it was like a
we had to change a lot of stuff
something.
On that car.
Yeah, thing, man. Basket case.
There's a difference between running and driving.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
It reminds me of like pinup models. I asked this one photographer, so how's this model? And he goes, oh, she's photographable. And so I'm like, okay, what's that mean? Well, she knows how to pose, but you're going to have to do a lot in post, in Photoshop. I'm like, okay,
wow, okay.
Great. The difference between drive and drivable.
Oh, man.
But they're all fantastic.
Hey, this week is the Bonneville Speed Week.
Not anymore.
Okay.
It got canceled.
That because too much rain.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I didn't follow up. All I heard. I heard that there was mud.
Yeah, it got canceled.
I'm glad we didn't go then. Yeah. Because I was pushing to go this year.
Oh yeah. No, I just saw. But it was the talk of the show yesterday that it got canceled, and so I was over at Bedlam at the Broiler. Yeah. Got canceled.
Yeah, we had rain last week, we didn't go to the swap meet. We didn't go to the Sultan's car show.
No, we didn't.
Yeah. I missed the Sultan's
we went to the
car
Gasser show.
That was on.
That was on Saturday.
Yesterday, wasn't it? Oh,
a week ago.
Oh, it was Saturday.
That was a great show.
I heard the Sultan's show turned out really good too. There was, of course, not as many cars. It rained in the morning, but then it turned out to be a nice day.
Yeah, it did.
But I saw their beating minutes. I maintain their website, and it ended up being a really nice show.
It always is.
Yeah.
We're done doing back-to-back.
Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday.
I don't know how many shows I'm going to get to anymore either because of this. So. Yeah.
Yeah, when you have a storefront, it changes a lot, doesn't it?
Sure
you realize just how much time you spend here.
Yeah, because when I was working, especially like working out of my house, I could, middle of the week, middle of the day, if I needed to go see a guy's garage or something like that, oh yeah, easy. Now it's like, okay, who's going to be in the store? So I didn't realize how much it changed, I'm shaking the bush, boss. But yeah.
Well, what about bringing a show to you?
That, I've always pondered that. I thought that'd be great. There's not much of parking here. That's the problem.
Okay, but the street fair's coming up.
Yes. Oh yeah, there's
always enough parking for that.
Yeah.
What if you were able to organize a car show in that area?
Well, parking just for the street fair is a pain, and I know they make a ton of money on the little parking lot we got here, charging people to park, I don't know about during a show like that, but I want to see, because we got an upstairs room here that's pretty big that I'd like to set up for car clubs to meet. And we got a parking lot that'll fit, I think it'll fit 20, 25 cars. So most car clubs around, they could fit there and host a meeting or something like that. I want to have other events here, thinking of like poker run stops, things like that. To bring an event here that's my thinking. But also taking out, like yesterday, I took the show on the road and set up a couple tables of parts and or product, like all the vintage tools, some license plates, things like that, at the Bedlam show. So,
wow,
get out when I can. I'll do that
in your spare time.
Yeah.
In your spare time.
Yeah. Oh.
Time is only a concept.
Exactly. Got some bad news.
Oh, what's that?
Jack Stewart.
Oh. Yeah.
LA Roadster.
Yeah.
He passed away.
Yeah.
I think it was Friday.
Yeah.
Nice guy. Did you ever get a chance to meet him?
I only got to meet him once in passing. Somebody introduced me to him at LA Roadster show one year. Got to say hi, and that was it. Never knew him, but seemed like a neat guy and a great loss to the club, for sure. But I never knew him.
Where did we meet him?
We met him at the LA Roadster show last year. Nice guy.
Yeah.
He really talks about a lot about his car, and back in the day, I think he had a Mercury, customized Mercury.
Wow.
Yeah. And stories. Just, and the nicest guy.
Right.
Yeah, he'll be missed.
Yeah.
And he still just kept looking at the girls too. You'd be talking to him and be like, "Hey."
Yeah, squirrel.
Always, right. Always a youngster, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ladies
So
man.
you've been at this for about a month.
Yes.
What's your plan for the next couple months?
More marketing and advertising to get people in here. Even though I feel good about our sales in our first month, that kind of proves the concept. So I had a couple questions in mind when we started this idea. One was, will guys come to a store? I say guys and gals, you know. Will they come to a store to buy this cool stuff for their garage, or is the fun of the find, going to a swap meet, garage sales, stuff like that, what's important when they find something, you know? Or do they go, oh, wow, I could go to a store and get that, or something like that. I got the space on my wall. Or is it, you know, more fun for them to go out and do the search? And talking with people this past month, I found that it's a little bit of both. They like to be able to come to somewhere and see such a variety and choose something that's still part of a find.
But it is still fun to go through and look at junk in a swap meet.
Yeah, or some guy's garage, you know.
But you don't have to pay a swap meet fee to get in when you come into a store.
Right.
And you have, if it's consignment, you have rotating items.
Mm-hmm.
So you never, there's always something new.
Right.
You may not see it again, like a swap meet. Once you leave, it's like, I should have got that.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah, you get a little bit of both here.
Yeah. And that's what I know. This one collector that's bought several things from us. We've also sold some of his things. He said, yeah, I see it as both. You end up at a swap meet, or you don't know what you're looking for. You find something, and same happens here. People come in here, but so that question got answered. That there is. This is a cool concept for people to come buy something. The other question was, will guys want to sell their stuff? How will they want to sell it? Do they want to go to a swap meet and sell it and try and haggle the price, beat the people? Or would they want to do a
wake up
consignment?
at 4 a.m, load everything
That's a
hard
big
it out.
reality, man.
And then that's a full day commitment.
Yeah.
Because vendors can't leave.
No, it's hard to in the middle of the swap meet, and and then that's what I found too, is a lot of guys the guys that want to sell their stuff. Okay, here's the way I've seen it happen so far. Hold on, Billy, just bring it down just a little bit. So you can cut that out, right? Okay. So the other thing is like, they don't want to stick around all day and then haggle with somebody. But what I found out is that guys in their 50s and 60s that are collecting stuff for their garage are starting to build a collection, or, okay, I got a cool car in my garage now, I want to decorate it, They're not selling anything. They're buying. It's the guys that are in their 70s that realize, wow, I got a lot of crap. And nobody in my family is interested in this stuff. So it's like, now, I can sell it. I can part with that stuff.
Well, I guess you got also an opportunity too for somebody who's, something, unfortunate happens in a family. Someone might have some things in an estate sale that they can be more auto related, and automobilia stuff could be here as well. So
Yeah. And the idea of the store, on Chris, my partner's perspective, is that he saw it as a great opportunity to get leads for estate sales or something like that, where somebody passes away in their family and they've got a garage full of stuff they want to sell, So Chris will go over there and look at it and, make an offer, on most cases. The second day we were open, a guy came walking in. I've got a 72 Mustang, and it was my father's. He passed away years ago. My mom now wants to get rid of it. It's just been sitting in the garage for 20 years. It's one owner car, and it's sitting in the garage for like 10 years, he's ready to sell it. And I'm like, okay, great. First of all, I'm thinking 72 Mustang, that's not a super desirable year, but it's a one owner car, so it's supposed to be pretty straight. So I call Chris to say, is this something we're interested in? And he says, we always want to see what they have. You always want to go to their garage because there's going to be that like 1918 Shell oil sign in the corner, that's worth 6 times more than the car, that they don't know. So we went and checked it out. Yeah.
And did you get stuff?
There's the anticlimactic part of the story. No, so we go there, and what was really funny is the guy in the store was telling me, yeah, if we can just sell the car for $1,800, it needs some work to get running again and all this. So I'm thinking, okay, $1,800, under $2,000, it's probably something. So we go there the next day. Now the guy says, so Chris asks him, well, so what do you want out of the car? It's like, well, I'm thinking $15,000. I was just like, what happened to 1,800? And he goes, well, I did a little bit of research. It's a one-owner car and all this. I go, if it was a Mach 1, maybe. But it's just a stocker of stock, base model, 72 Mustang. There was different models. There was like a Grande or something like that. It wasn't even anything like that. So we're like, okay, well, no thanks. And there wasn't really anything else in the garage, so...
But you had that opportunity to go.
We had the opportunity to look.
They didn't cost
meet the
you
guy.
anything.
Nice
Right.
guy. I mean, don't get me wrong. He was a really neat guy and all that. And his mom was there, and she was really cool. And all. So it was a neat experience. That's for sure.
It's like, what was it, you were looking at a Falcon station wagon? A couple weeks ago you called on?
Oh, yeah.
Total rust bucket, and
it had a little bit of rust, and they wanted, it was a mechanic shop over by my house, and I told my son, I was driving him to a sports event, and so I go, hey, look at that station wagon. And he's like, yeah, that looks pretty cool. And I said, I'm going to stop by and check it out after I drop you off. And he's like, okay. So I stopped, and the shop was closed, and it was a 65 Falcon station wagon, 2-door wagon, with a hand crank back window, black plates, and had rust in the corners and the roof, and you could tell it was a 6-cylinder. So no price on the sign. So I called the next day from work, and the mechanic goes, oh yeah, that car, that's one of our customers' cars. And he's already kind of got the tone of like,
you don't want that.
Yeah. And I said, well, how much are they asking for it? He goes like $9,000.
Man.
And I go, oh. And he said, yeah, I know. He started laughing.
That is something I see here too. Is everybody thinks their stuff's gold. It's like, it's got their family history that nobody else cares about.
I mean, it may have been a second owner car. Maybe it was a family-owned car, but. In the condition that it was in, it was like, for $9,000, that thing should look like brand new,
right?
All over the place, and then it clearly wasn't. And he's even said that, like, yeah, I'm going to be having a conversation about reality pretty soon. He says, I'm sure that price will come down. So.
Yeah, and that happens. So and that was another thing Chris said to me about the guy's Mustang is, just always be cool with them and everything, because they'll come around and they'll respect the fact that you were, respectful to them and what they have there. So, and I learned that a lot watching him work there too. Yeah.
And then you were telling us earlier you were going to get a community board up in that corner.
Oh yeah.
So that would be good for when the clubs come through.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be like cars for sale up there.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
And also, like, I don't know if you saw we did our first e-newsletter last week on Thursday or Friday. I sent it out. And a guy had come in. He's got this, I think it's a 29 Ford Custom Roadster truck. And Steve. And so he came in to drop off a flyer, That's perfect for the community board. And so I thought, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this guy a solid. I said, send me some photos, email me some photos and a little more description. So I put it on our e-newsletter too. So I'll have, I'll pull something off the board to put on the monthly newsletter as well for people. Because, we see this as really a community effort here, so let's all work together and help each other out.
Absolutely.
You need some Primer podcast stickers in here. I see you're on a shortage of those.
Yeah, well, I do. You're right. Damn. You
got
guys
lots of
always give me.
wall
They're on the
space
back
here.
of my truck. They're on my car. They're on my website. Blacktop Magazine site. I got to put it on there too.
Hey, got a question about tools for you.
Okay.
Do you take all the safety stuff off your tools?
Okay. What do you mean?
Okay, like you get a table saw,
Right.
take everything off except for like the splitter.
Yeah, those guards do no good but just get in the way when you're cutting wood.
Right, but it makes you safer. It makes you more conscious.
I think so. I think there's something to be said about that.
Okay.
I mean, I think about my grandfather, right? And you're sitting in his chair, William, that I remember so well, him sitting reading the newspaper and all. But he was a construction guy from day one. And he had a skill saw that he taped up the guard, because it just got in the way all the time. You're cutting. So he's got that, always been that way. And I've always noted, or the guard wouldn't even be on. He'd take the guard completely off, the little sliding guard. He had a really bitchin' scar about 18 inches long, the length of his femur. That's your femur, the top bone, right? On the top of his thigh. And I always wondered what that was about. Well, he was cutting grape steaks up at his cabin in Northern California. His brother's handing him the wood, he's slicing it, doing this, and the saw blade right into his leg, right into the top of his thigh. He's trying to get it out, pull it out. The blade stopped. He's trying to pull it out of his leg. It wouldn't come out because, your muscles just tighten up. So he had to kick it on, pull the trigger, to cut it out. Basically, yeah. So
That's a mean kickback.
now,
isn't
okay,
it?
this is a great grandfather story, right? Because his brother couldn't drive the 3-speed on the column truck down the mountain to the hospital in Healdsburg, 30 miles across his 7 creek beds you cross over. So he got to drive himself to the hospital down there.
Oh, jeez.
So there's something to be said about,
Yeah.
they get in the way. Even when you're trying to pull the blade out of your thigh.
His leg got in the way.
Well, a similar thing just happened at work Wednesday, I think.
Uh-huh.
Boss's grinder, doesn't have the safety shield on it.
Oh, yeah.
Which I don't have one on mine, but
Right.
And
And mine gets in the way. I should be
Right.
smart enough to take it off. You
but
guys have to move it.
it makes you more conscious. So where you're putting your hands and stuff like that.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Okay. Well, he had a cutting wheel on there because security. We were modifying some security bars.
Is that how you say breaking into something? By modifying security bars?
Those security bars are very easy to break into.
Okay.
But he was
Hacking away at it.
hacking away at it, and the thing is, my boss isn't careful.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't even know where that guard is. He's been using it for so long.
Sure.
And the thing got away from him, and just sliced his leg. Just,
Yowza.
like nice 12 stitches
Mm-hmm.
across. And this is the 4th time in the past month he's nicked himself with the grinder.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
Okay, so there's other issues going on besides the safety equipment.
But I guess ultimately my point is that if you're going to modify your tool or take the safety off your tool, you got to be super conscientious of it.
Yeah. And respect it.
Respect it. Because what happened with the grinder, because that thing runs at like
10,000 RPM.
10,000 RPMs.
Yeah.
It's sort of like a router turns in one direction and you move it in that direction.
Right.
If you go the other way, the climb cutting, it doesn't want to go that way.
Yeah.
That's what happened with this. It got caught in the wrong spot of the cut and just yanked right out.
Ugh.
So now grinding welds is my job.
Right.
Oh, you got promoted too.
You got promoted to weld. I like the way what the people listening won't see is when you're talking about the boss, like like an axe, using his cutter as an axe. And you're like moving your arm back and forth.
Oh,
like
yeah,
he's hacking at it like an axe instead of,
Right
you know,
at eye level, too. That's great.
cut.
Is he wearing eye protection?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, really?
Oh, good arm protection. Wow.
Yeah.
No, eye protection.
Oh, eye protection. Oh, okay.
That-
Yeah, he's going to be needing that bulletproof vest pretty soon. Yeah.
that's one of the few tools
Jesus.
that I make sure that he puts.
He's a safe distance from you.
Don't they say you can't fix stupid, though? I've heard that saying. I don't know what it means.
You know, we could
man.
probably you could make a lot of money and get a lot of hits on YouTube if you had caught that on your phone.
Yeah.
But you know what? Back in the 80s,
Well, okay, all I heard was "Voop," and something dropped.
and ow!
No, it was silent.
Scream or nothing.
You know,
Moment of silence.
and then it was, William, I've hurt myself.
Right.
Go get the truck.
Ouch. Oh, man.
Which, of course, it was street sweeping day.
Oh, okay. So the truck's like around the block.
Right. My truck was actually closer. So I
Okay.
jogged to my truck, got in my truck, got his truck. Then, off to urgent care.
And he bled out from there. Yeah. Jeez. Well, back in the 80s, I was a chef. I think I told you guys that before.
I don't remember.
But so at the end of the shift, we're all cleaning the kitchen and stuff, and we're cleaning our tools. We have French knives and chef knives. Those are our personal things, like a guy would have his wrenches in his shop.
Well,
And
I used to cut meat.
oh, okay.
So
yeah,
you had your
your pack
own
of knives.
tools.
Yeah. And so this guy's cleaning his. It was a a rib knife, real long blade, real super thin blade of a knife, and he's cleaning it with the towel down towards the handle like this, and all of a sudden it slipped out of his hand, and in a split second it hit his cheek. Well, the dummy had the blade facing him, but he didn't realize it just went smack and hit him in the cheek real quick, and didn't realize he got cut, and then he felt like he had an itch. He goes like this and just splits open this inch-long gash on the bone of his cheek, and his blood I'm talking to him, and all of a sudden, just goes squirt right at me. I'm like, yikes. Urgent care. Oh, yeah. It's like, you don't even know. It's like such a thin blade and just happens so fast. But
Well, and it was obviously sharp.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause
You
like a
keep 'em
scalpel.
sharp. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, it really was.
Because when you're working knives in an industry, I mean,
Yeah.
you have to have them sharp. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
It's cutting with a.
It's more dangerous if they're dull.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you're really working and then all hell breaks loose. But yeah.
The head meat cutter, used to wear those like chainmail, three-finger glove.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
he was just hacking away in the groove, and cut the tip of the chainmail off.
Right.
Missed his finger. Luckily, there was some slack,
Okay.
but he cut
The
through the
chainmail.
chainmail.
Yeah. That's
Like-
how well that works.
It was like, and he just kind of did the stop, walk away.
Right. Yeah, it's one of those things. It goes through. Nothing's foolproof. So that's another thing. I mean, what you're getting at, I imagine, is that, okay, it's a false sense of security
Right.
having that guard on the blade on your table saw.
Exactly.
Because, nothing. I got a guard on it. Yeah. But there is those table saws that have where it senses a finger.
Right. It's the whole motor just drops down.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
It ruins your blade, but
Yeah.
saves your finger.
There you go. Well, this morning I was listening about, they're talking about wearable technology. And they've got this electronic device that you wear if you're swimming with sharks. I forgot what they called it, darn it, like Shark Away or something like that. And it sends out an electric impulse 15 feet around you in the water. That is the same kind of electrical impulse that messes the shark's nose up, And so they've tested on hundreds of people that they see a great white charging them 15 feet away, all of a sudden it bolts around like it hit a brick wall. And I'm like, okay, my luck with electronics, there's a bug in it. It's like you see the shark coming at you, like, oh, no worry, I got this electronic field around me. Chomp,
Does a red light mean I need to change the battery?
But like, that big. There's a 4 foot by 8 foot photograph of the Excelsior Dairy in Santa Ana hanging up, or just sitting on this shelf in the store, and the shelf is like what 6 or 7 feet up high, on top of the cabinets. And I thought it was sitting down in the way, and I thought, oh, that would really go good up there. I'm the only one in the store. So I get my 10-foot ladder, set it up. I bet I could lift that thing up there. Big wood frame on it. So
I don't see any broken glass.
No. I couldn't believe. I get it like halfway up, and then it's resting on one of the rivets on the side of the ladder, that's old. And then I was able to get my hand to get in and then get it up, and I'm like thinking, oh my God, if it just leaned this way, the whole ladder and me are going to land on this other, case right here. Like, not too smart. Well, I kept going. Figured I'm already here. I'm thinking I can't bring it down because then I will fall. So I just give it that one push up and get it up there. And I was like, oh man, that was stupid.
Yeah. There's a lot of times your brain will say, I don't know if this is the best of ideas.
Right.
That's usually when something happens.
Yeah. But it looks good up there.
I was chiseling something.
Looks like it belongs there.
Yeah, and it's like Chris, he's had it in his shop forever, and he goes, wow, it looks so much smaller up there. I'm like, yeah, it didn't look smaller when I was on my ladder. So.
Well, what shows do we got coming up?
You mentioned the Surf City Garage.
Next weekend. We met the...
Yeah, Tim Miller came in here today. That was awesome.
That's not the guy that we met.
No.
He's the owner of Surf City Garage.
I've never been there.
Okay, but at the F100 Nationals, Jeff introduces to somebody that maybe he was just passing out flyers.
I don't remember.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, then after that, let's see.
Well, tell us the story.
Let's see. So, Surf City Garage.
You mean like bad ideas with power tools?
Yeah.
And then there's the Lakewood Summer Stampede.
That's right. That's next weekend as well.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
We might be pulling an engine instead.
Okay.
Yeah, we might be pulling the engine out of the Mustang. So
we'll see.
Right.
We could pull the engine next Saturday, the Saturday after that.
Well, maybe that's what I was thinking of then.
Because then this Sunday we're going to Catalina.
That's called family vacation time. Yes.
Oh, family vacation. So the two families are going together?
Okay, his family's going for like a week.
Yeah, we'll be there for a whole. We have a house there for a whole week, so we got friends and family coming and going throughout the week.
So my wife and I we're going for one overnight.
Oh, okay. Because when you first said we're going to Catalina, I'm thinking usually it's like couples that go to Catalina. I'm like,
exactly.
I've known you guys for a while.
That sounded kind of weird, didn't it? Yeah.
I've only met your wife, and
yeah. So Lori and I are going Sunday and Monday, and then taking a half day Friday for Ventura.
Last time I was at Catalina, there was, everybody has golf carts there.
Oh yeah.
Right around, but they're all gas powered, and it's just so noisy.
Yeah.
I thought, boy, if they just all went electric, it'd be such a nice place.
Yeah, it's 6 a.m. It's just all over the place. It's like that. Yeah, it's like the constant buzz sound throughout the whole island.
So are they going to have like a golf cart show or something like that?
I have no idea.
No, you just sit around and you drink.
Okay.
Watch the kids.
Because I remember we went to that LA Roadster show together, or we saw each other at the LA Roadster show. And remember I was taking pictures of all the scooters, everybody in the Rascals, the LA Rascals show, we call it now. So I had to do that. I put that on, I think it was on Facebook. I did a series of photos of LA Rascals show. Yeah. I was certain I was going to make a lot of enemies, but, well, I guess they're not talking to me, so I don't know.
I mean, I understand there's a certain population that would really benefit from that, but seeing like 30-year-old, people younger than me riding around on those.
Yeah, I know. I'm with you.
All right, so make sure to hit blacktopdepot.com.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, forgot to ask about the bike.
Oh, the bad bike
the
build.
bad bike
Oh man,
build. What
I
is
tell
going
you,
on with that?
we got the engine for it. We're so excited. And Caveman did an excellent job on this engine, the detail. And he goes, yeah, goes above and beyond what I normally do.
So, real quick, what's the displacement of this engine and what year?
It's an 80-inch shovel head motor. So 80 cubic inches, and he just went through the whole thing. I mean, the case is new, and just cleaned it all up. It's not built up at all. It's a good stock running engine. And when I went there to pick it up, he had a buddy of his, Fred, over there that had this cool shovel head chopper, and real clean, just super clean bike. And he said, yeah, I built that engine 10 years ago, and it doesn't leak oil. It's been a great run, and this guy Fred rides the piss out of it. He goes to Pomona every day in it. He rides from Anaheim to Pomona every day on this bike, and so he's got a ton of miles on it. And he says, listen, if you don't hot rod the bike, if you're just cruising 60 on the freeway, whatever, he goes, it'll last you forever. And I'm like, wow, that's cool. And we really got the right guy to work on this motor, and it's a jewel. We have it on badbikebuild.com. There's a link to there's a picture of the engine there, but a link to the article on Blacktop magazine. And so we put it in. We got it Saturday afternoon. That next Sunday was the swap meet at Long Beach. So we took it there and showed it off and all, and everybody now they see it as a bike. They saw it as a bicycle. Before it's been empty frame forever. So now we're starting to put all the rest of it on. The primary's going on. Probably this week we had our friend George Hood go through the transmission, and it looks good. So now we're putting it all back together, painting it, and still some things we need like forward controls, brake calipers, starter, little things like that.
Bring it to the shop.
I was thinking about that.
Start getting more eyes on it.
Yeah, there's something to be said about having a retail shop. Every square inch should be for sales, kind of thing. But it's like, well, we got that Doug's chopper there, this 36 Indian chopper that's just really nice. It's not for sale. But yeah, I was thinking about doing that, or at least have some sort of. We're going to have an open house. And that's something I got to tell you about too. Is that I don't have a date yet, but it's looking like it's going to be towards the end of this month or middle of next month, since we got Labor Day in the middle of it. But we'll have an open house here. That'll have media here in the first part of the day, and in the afternoon, evening, we'll have a party and all that. So I'll definitely have it then. I want to get this back room finished before we do that. So.
Yeah, because if you're having people over, you need a functioning bathroom and things like that.
You don't like the hole in the ground? Come on, it's all European.
Alrighty, so make sure to check out those links. Hit us up on Facebook. Hit Tony up on Facebook. The eBay stuff.
Yeah.
It's all out there.
Yeah, we got this 37 LaSalle Dash on eBay right now. I'm surprised there's no bites on it. It really is bitching. Okay, that's all I had to say.
So
until next time, which would be
next
weekend, either a show or pulling an engine.
No.
We're doing something.
Exactly.
I vote for the engine. That just sounds more interesting. But
I've never been to Surf City.
Oh yeah. You got to see their collection.
Right.
I'm sorry, I didn't forget. I forgot that Surf City show. Over 100 muscle cars. I mean, the guy Tim Miller and his wife that were in here earlier today. This is what he does for vacation. He'll find a car he wants to buy, and it's got to be a significant muscle car. He's got like every year GTO, usually the first and last number off the line. I mean, it's an incredible collection. But what he does on vacation is he'll find a car he wants to buy anywhere in the country, fly to the destination, buy the car, and see how far they can drive it back. It's an adventure. So they get halfway back from Des Moines, Iowa, or wherever, and then he just calls his truck, yeah, come pick us up, But it's like, that just sounds super cool to me.
Yeah.
Wish I had that kind of time and that kind of money. And that kind of space to store it.
Oh, you'll be blown away by his space. Yeah. Okay, go to that.
Okay.
Go to that.
Okay, and then maybe we'll pull the engine on Sunday. We'll work it out. We'll do something. So, until then, my name's William.
This is Davis. And
Tony Colombini.
But there'll be